A lot of districts around here have dress codes, but do they actually work? Let's connect the dots. Dress codes in school uniforms are supposed to put all students on an equal footing, and educators have suggested they do everything from cut down on bullying to increasing test scores. But there has been some pushback in recent years, with critics claiming they limit kids' creativity and, in a lot of cases, are sexist. The criticism stems from the fact that a large majority of dress codes are aimed at girls under the belief they could distract their male counterparts. There are actually a lot of studies on dress codes and school uniforms. One in 2015 looked at schools worldwide and found uniforms seem to improve kids' behavior. But more research looking at U.S. students found they performed better academically when they could wear what they wanted. So there is no clear answer despite all the research, and you can expect the debate to continue. Connecting the dots, I'm Janelle Bludau for H-Town Rush.